Welcome back to the Jesse Rucinski Show. The 95th time is the charm. So thank you, Zoom. Thank you. Wherever the hell is wrong, like it's a normal ass microphone. But anyway, all that out of the way. Today we're going to talk about, we're going to start off lighter. Then we're going to get into the serious stuff just because, well, we need some lighter stuff in this much incompetence, lying, stupidity, whatever the hell you want to call it is involved. Find it better to start off on lighter notes before you get into, I don't even really know what to call it, just mind-alteringly egregious incompetence. It's a lot of words, but it fits. But this is slightly older, but Canada threatening to fire federal employees for using Let's Go Brandon in official correspondence. It's kind of amazing that's gotten that far, and it's been heard in like Italy and all kinds of places. It is amazing that YouTube and all of them have gone out of their way to not let people share the songs that have been made, rap songs and all that, and yet they still hit number one on iTunes, which shows you this is a cataclysmic thing that they are dealing with. Because they're censoring everything out. Everyone says, "Oh, it's all good," but Let's Go Brandon is made all around the world and to number one on iTunes. And I'm pretty sure someone said it on the floor. In the house floor. Ended one of his, ended what he was saying with Let's Go Brandon, which is just mesmerizing. And Jen Psaki and them saying they didn't hear about it until someone mentioned it to them. Either they really are that useless, which they're kind of proving to be, and they miss everything, or they're just really, really bad liars. There's really not a good option there. But again, I find it humorous that they're trying their damnedest to pretend they don't know, and Google and all them are going out of the way to make it so because of misinformation in the songs. So they're sent away, even though there's all kinds of songs that have all kinds of misinformation, all kinds of bad things in there. But, that's amazing. It really is that they're going this hard just at that one thing. But brings me on to a funny thing too. The Department of Homeland Security is spending $455,000 taxpayer dollars. That's your dollars you people spend. Actually, it's pretty much just printed money because we are just under $1 trillion deficit before the fiscal year started. So I don't even want to know what the deficit was total for the year. But to build a wall around Biden's $2 million beach house that he bought in Rehoboth Beach that he bought in 2017, because, for security, like he was already former vice president, which I'm pretty sure means he already had like Secret Service detail or some kind of security when he bought this for over $2 million. So I don't know why he couldn't get a damn wall anyway. But they were paying people to not build a wall on the southern border because there was nothing to see there. And it wasn't a problem. While spending taxpayer dollars to put a wall around the president's beach house. He's only been to twice this whole time. In all of his many, he spent more time on vacation than he has working by a year. I think he's only spent like 9 weekends at the White House total in almost a year. That should say enough right there. $455,000 to build a wall around this, property for, protection and all that. So building the wall around the southern border, bad. Paying people to not build the wall, okay. Security for the country, bad. But so far, let's see, there's people like Joe Biden, Mark Zuckerberg, who's a big useless one. He built a giant wall around the property, his house in Hawaii, blocks off the view for everybody, so he could just take it all himself for his security and privacy. But it's bad for the country. I'll get into the numbers later, but those are two smaller, lighter things before we get into a lot of reading and a lot of quotes and a lot of my head hurting because I'm trying to read stuff that came out of the president's mouth. And anyone that's ever heard him talk, it can be quite hard at times. Feel really bad for whoever's doing the sign language thing for him, if anyone still is, if they found anyone who's, man, but now, Vice President Harris and President Biden, they had time to put out a 47-page, first ever, biggest thing in the world, first ever national strategy on gender equity and equality. And also somehow found a way to fit climate things in there, per the usual. It's what they do. No one's surprised by it. If you say you're surprised by it, where the hell have you been? He has time to go campaign for Governor Murphy, New Jersey, last night. He's doing the same thing for the guy in Virginia tonight, who hates, doesn't think that parents should have any say in what their kids learn, and that, yeah, a plethora of just really terrible things. But again, another day. The numbers in Afghanistan are way higher than they ever told us at the beginning. Like, the numbers are higher now by hundreds, even though we've extracted hundreds of people. That's going on. We'll get into that later. But during a town hall that he did with Anderson Cooper, he always seems to do town halls and visits to like Scranton. The guy left and pretty much never came back unless he was campaigning decades ago. But, yeah, Anderson Cooper. We all know how I feel about people on CNN, but that's another point. To the president at the town hall, quote, "Do you have a timeline for gas prices on when you think they may start coming down?" One, that's actually a real question. I mean, the answer wasn't a real answer. It was, worthless, but good on Anderson Cooper. I mean, how often do you actually hear CNN ask a real question like, do you have a timeline for gas prices on when you think they're going to start coming down? Amazing. President Biden's answer, I might add, these are all quotes from the answer. You can find them. They are out there. I can get the transcript, put it out there if you want to see it. But, quote, "My guess is you'll start to see gas prices come down as we get by, going into the winter. I mean, excuse me, into next year, in 2022. I don't see anything that's going to happen in the meantime that's going to significantly reduce gas prices. I must tell you, I don't have a near-term answer." I don't know how to tell you this guy, but kind of the president. So if you have time to do all that other stuff, how about you have time to actually do important stuff? Not eating ice cream, riding bicycles, going on vacation every weekend, not talking to anybody after Kabul collapsed for 10 days. I mean, like, real things, Joe. Like, I did we just tried to warn everybody this is what was going to happen. Yeah. This is supposed to be the adults in charge. God damn. But more quotes from it. There's two things I could do. I can go in the petroleum reserve and take out and probably reduce the price of gas. Yes, he really did say that. Maybe 18 cents or so a gallon. It's still going to be above $3. And one of the things I refused to have happen, because I didn't want anybody, I made a commitment. If you pass the stuff I'm talking about, not one single penny in tax would go against anybody making less than 400 grand. Someone out there in Cyberland probably has a bigger brain than me, more patience. I don't know, but explain to me what the hell that has to do with anything. Like, that end of that. Like, pass what I want. What the hell is that going to do about the problem right now? What does that do about gas prices and the way our energy is right now? Wouldn't do a damn thing. In fact, we had a surplus for years until someone made that stop. But Russia got the pipeline. But like, really, what the hell? Like, it's only be about $3. So what the hell? Nothing I could do. Like, so it's going to keep getting worse. And then he goes on about how he's not going to tax anyone that makes less than 400 grand. But what the hell do you think all these gas prices are? Everything going up. I mean, gas is 50% higher now than on January 20th when he took office. And I went over it the other day on another show. I can bring them back out if we really want to go over them again. I'm pretty sure no one wants to hear that laundry list of things. But I mean, I can. Inflation again, 13. What is that? A 13-year high. Gas is at a 7-year high. Energy Department warns it's going to get 30% worse. Gas is out 50% total. Meat, poultry, fish, and eggs at the time when I did that show, 10.5. Kerosene, propane, firewood, 27.6. Fuel oil, 42.6. Electricity, 5. Peanut butter, 6. Coffee, 4. Bacon and similar products, 19. Uncooked beef steaks, 22. Furniture, 11. Used cars and trucks, 24. New cars and trucks, 8.4. Rental cars, 42. Footwear, 6.5. Motor vehicle maintenance and repair, 4. Postage and delivery services, 3. Haircuts and other personal care services, 5. Sporting goods, 7. Appliances, 7. Restaurants, 4.7. Rent, 3. Hotels, 20. Washers and dryers, 19. TVs, 13. Cruises, 13. U.S. household prices rose record 8.6% over 12 months, and J.P. Morgan Chase says inflation might go higher than people think. Like, you can talk about how you're not going to tax anyone that makes under 400 grand, but who in the bluest of hells, and yes, I stole that from The Rock, sue me, do you think like all these prices are affecting? Do you think it's affecting the people that make 400 plus K that have lots of expendable income, or do you think it's the people like you and me, people listening to this right now, they're being affected by the price of everything going up? And give a goddamn about like what does that taxing people have to do with anything? Like, none of the stuff you're spending, you're going to spend when there's still less goods, which means inflation is going to go higher, which is going to kill the lower and middle class even more than it already is, because that's how this stuff actually works. And again, what do you think is going to happen when you tax the rich and these big corporations and everything? Like, price of everything's going to go up again because they don't give a damn about us. They don't care about the consumer. Now, how much to say it? They all have people they report to, and it's all about making money. It's all about money, 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 and they don't give a shit about you, me, or anyone else. They don't. He keeps spinning this as much as he wants to, but they don't. It's going to come down on us no matter what. Doesn't take a genius to figure that out. Look at the shelves already with stuff like, because of the incompetence happening here. Neighborhood market right here by the house, Walmart. Almost all the pre-sliced deli meat, prepackaged stuff was gone, like just not there because they don't have any. I've heard stuff going all over the damn place. It's going to keep getting worse according to all of them. Like, but we're the ones that are dealing with all of this. We're the ones getting, having to pay for all this. We're the ones that are pinching pennies and having to, choose between things during all of this. And it's supposed to keep getting worse. And again, like, whether it comes to Afghanistan, whether it comes to, the backlog at our ports, cargo ships just sitting there for weeks on end. Oh, we put together a commission right away. Well, congratulations. You put in a commission. It took him 8 months to actually finally meet with anyone and do anything. It didn't take that long to figure out there was a damn problem. So no answer. Gas prices, no near-term answer. No, maybe going into 2022, maybe. And he goes on a tirade about how, promises, a tirade, he rambled. If you pass stuff, he's talking about no one single penny in tax would go against anybody, but inflation would go up and the people in the bottom would still keep getting hammered. For some reason, people have a hard time understanding this. Maybe I'm the only one that gets irritated to no end by this, but I know that it shouldn't cost, like, not even an empty Accord. It should not cost over $40 to fill a little Honda Accord compared to where it was last year. And it keeps getting worse. In fact, the gas prices went up, I think, over 30 cents overnight down here. If I remember correctly, it was one of those I went by one day, went by the next one, went, holy, what happened? And they're supposed to keep getting worse. And there's no answers ever for anything that happens here. No near-time answer. What the hell good are you? You're the one actually running the one. You're the one with these policies that, like, you're the one in charge, dickface. You wanted to be in charge. How about you actually be in charge? Don't wait forever to try to deal with anything. Don't say, I don't know, this person's in charge when they're not doing a damn thing. Don't be putting out gender studies and strategies on stupid shit that we don't need. And actually figure this out. But wait, they don't have an answer. They're just going to try to spend away because they don't give a goddamn. I mean, look at it now. Like, and what people are telling us that we need to, lower our expectations. Why? Because we're supposed to have, like, we grew accustomed to actually be able to buy food and goods and not be bankrupt trying to put gas in the damn tank. Like, I'm sorry, these people that are in charge, it's one thing after another. People like, and somehow his approval rating with Democrats is 92%, which scares the holy shit out of me. How? Like, nothing he has done has gone right. Whether it's the border, which getting into that tomorrow, inflation, Afghanistan, this whole energy thing, pissing off Canada, pissing off France, worst, like, to no end. So they recalled ambassadors and stuff, like, it's never happened before. Like China, we're caught off guard. Like, I'm sorry, no near time answer. is officially no longer should be an answer acceptable to any human being sitting in the country right now. And if it is, I'm sorry for you. But I got hit by a truck right over here, and then this whammed off of like some asphalt not that long, not even 2 years ago. And while I was laying there, my brain apparently still functioned better than you're severely concussed. No near time answer is not an answer. And no one should approve of anyone that is this blatantly incompetent about everything. And again, tomorrow I'm getting into the border numbers because the fiscal year official numbers are finally out. And holy bejesus, telling you there wasn't a problem there. Don't worry, I'm going to go over it. All of it. To nauseum with the numbers. But holy bejesus, has to be done. They like to keep running their suck and lying about stuff. And they never have any answers at all. This whole time. Oh, we're looking into it. Or the always popular, we didn't hear anything about it until you told us right now. Like, I'm sorry, if this is acceptable leadership for you, then you probably work at McDonald's or Taco Bell or, I don't know, meth lab. I don't know, because this is garbage. This is actually hot, steamy garbage, Mr. No Near Time Answer. Like, you're the president. That's your thing. If everything last year was a leadership issue, how the hell is it just, we'll figure it out. How is that acceptable this year when the things are way worse? It doesn't have to be that's your opinion. Look at the price of everything. COVID numbers were the same. I know I just said COVID, so I'm going to get yelled at, but I don't give a damn. No near time answer. We need answers now. If you don't agree with that, too bad, so sad. Sucks being you, but you know what? At least Anderson Cooper asked a real question. Doesn't happen very often. You didn't get an answer. Got a bunch of random sentence fragments and a bunch of BS. But damn, at least he asked a question. We've seen some polls on there about how unhappy people are. So at least there's always that. But I'm going to shut up because I can keep going. There's more numbers I have. There's all that. But I'll save that for another time. You can message me. I don't care. Tomorrow, we're going to get into, again, fiscal year, the 21, FY21 border numbers as we have them. And we can go through it by year. This is apprehensions and all. You don't know the numbers of getaways, but and all that stuff coming up. I'm going to start off the show briefly going over the new numbers in Afghanistan and just how ridiculous that whole thing is. So border and Afghanistan tomorrow. It'll be a good one. I appreciate the watch or the listen. You know all the places to get there and find it and listen to it. And I appreciate it all. You listen to it and they post the audio on the Facebook page. I appreciate if that's how you're hearing this. I appreciate that too. Let me know what you think. Comment, follow along on all the pages. It helps me out. Comment on them. Let me know what you think. I appreciate y'all. Enjoy the rest of your night. Be good to each other. Be kind. And tomorrow we're going to go over the border and stuff. So check it out. I appreciate y'all. Look forward to tomorrow. Enjoy the rest of your night. Eat some tacos because it's Tuesday. And like always, till tomorrow, my friends, peace.